Hi everyone, it's week 9. We're talking about rivers this week. So I'm going to give you a little bit of an overview about what we're talking about this week. I'm going to remind you about some upcoming deadlines, and that's going to be it. Hopefully a pretty short video. Before any of that fun new stuff though, I'm going to start how we start every week and look at our muddiest points from your exit tickets from last class. All right, one of the common muddiest points was about the StefanBoltzmann Law, which is how long-wave radiation is related to temperature. So here it is. Long-wave radiation equals a constant times temperature in degrees Kelvin to the power of 4. So what do you really need to know? Well, you can always look up this equation, so you don't need to memorize it, but you do need to understand that long-wave radiation is proportional to temperature. What that means is you can predict temperature based on long-wave radiation, and likewise, you can predict the long-wave radiation being emitted based on the temperature of a body. So as I said, this week is all about rivers. What is a drainage basin? How can we classify rivers? How can we quantify stream flow? How can we build cities? Cities being built around rivers a lot of the time because of their importance for trade and for travel. How do we build cities to plan for frequent flooding or areas that are frequently flooded? You can be thinking about your photo portfolio. So you might be taking a picture of a river itself, or you might be taking pictures of some parts of the landscape that are affected by rivers. This is an example, a picture I took in St. Thomas, Ontario at the Frisbee golf course because I'm cool like that. And I think this is the meander scar. So there's been a lot of human activity in this area. It's been modified for the Frisbee golf course, but I think this is a sign of where the river used to be. So on to some upcoming deadlines. So one thing I want to remind you of before we get to that is that you should not forget that you have a 5% mark allocated to your lab team contribution. This is related to how good of a citizen that you are being in your lab group. So the lab is due the week of March 13th in your lab session, and then March 16th is the last day to submit practice exam answers for feedback. So the next photo portfolio is due March 20th, and the submission area on the site is now open, accepting submissions. So I think you have an opportunity here to get ahead. So there's been a little bit of a lull in the course, a little bit of a break, but there's a lot of deadlines leading up to the course. You still have 2 more photo portfolios, and you have lab 3, 4, 5, and 6 still to do. So do yourself a favor and try to get some things in early. All right, looking forward to seeing you on Tuesday.